So we're here at my buddy's shop. It is Modern Airflow Dynamics. And every time I come here, I tell Trey that, yo dog, I want to record your shop and check it out and let everybody know how cool things are, and he always wants to clean it. So we're not going to give him a choice today. We're just going to videotape it. There's Trey in here. Let's see. Is he actually working? I don't know. Hear lots of noise. What's up, killer? Uh-oh, I'm out of here. No. Hey, buddy.
He's just scared of everything.
Scared of everything. Come here. Okay. Okay. So vicious.
The camera, too.
Where's Trey at?
No paparazzi.
There he is. What's going on? I'm videotaping, man. I always tell you I'm going to do this, but I never do. Because you're always telling me, hey, I want to clean the shop, but you never do. Fast, and check this out, man. So I was showing you guys in my my castings how it just came out of the CNC, and there's like huge spots where it's missed. The like I said, it's all based off of the ports being in a certain place in space. And if there's any shift in the core, what will happen is you'll end up cleaning up one side more than the other, etc., based off of the whatever head you use to scan in your CNC ports. And you'll see, like I said before, where I had these seats and there's this huge step where it didn't clean up. These have been, smoothed out so they fit, and it's got this purple shit. What's purple shit called? It's called Dykem, yeah. And that's how they check to make sure the valves are seating and all that. And you can see these heads, see this like mirror finish, so it's been like decked. And yeah, man, I bet these are gonna flow nicely. Not a class I took. I did not take the heads class when I went to SAM, and I would have liked to. One of these days, maybe I'll go back when I retire. When I retire from retirement. Yeah. Let me show you what I got, Trey. You guys been busy?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Ready stuff to go. This is the ship it out stuff. Look at this. It's beautiful. Wait, manual. There we go. My fan blew up. I went to Arkansas. My mom got married last weekend. She's like 70 something, which is really kind of weird. But the only time this thing breaks is when I'm completely away from home. So here's what I got. They are, it's LS7 heads. So they're not really LS7. I just stamped that on there. But, yeah, I got these guys. Like I said, I just ran these through the fucking, I just ran them through the machine at school. Okay. Whatever port job it was in there. And I need them to look like the ones in there, like all nice and fucking shiny and shit. Like fucking plickety-plik. Look, I got other stuff too. So I got all the, I don't know if you want to use this stuff again or if I need to buy new stuff or whatever, but the valves and the keepers, and then I got the Texas Speed fucking kit. Yep. Cool?
Yeah. I don't really want to be...
So hey, what are we going to do, Trey, to fix these heads up and make them ready to go on my my fancy aluminum LS2 block, sir?
Alright, so first of all, we're going to come in here, we're going to do a thorough cleaning. Get all this stuff out the chambers and everything else, out the ports, as much as we can. Usually we do that first before we see anything or machine anything, for the most part. Then we're going to come over here, we're going to do a...
yeah, I spent a lot of time scrubbing these before I threw them in the CNC machine.
I know. I know. But we're going to wire wheel them, get them all right and stuff. So, basically what we're going to do is come in here, we're going to do a valve guide correction, right? Basically everything...
You said valve guide correction?
Valve guide correction. Okay. So basically we're going to come in here, we're going to measure the valve guides. Most likely, most of the time, they're a little bit out. And
so the valve guides are these guys right down here, right?
Yep.
And they're basically what holds the guy, and they're what, silicone or bronze or something?
These are powdered metal because they're stock.
They're what, powdered metal, you said?
Powdered metal.
Okay.
So they're just powdered metal factory guides. Nothing like that. A bronze guide looks a little bit different. That's a bronze guide right there.
Ooh, fancy.
And that's a stock.
I like bronze. Copper and bronze are two of my favorite.
And that's powder metal.
This is stock.
So what we're going to do is we're going to basically take this powder metal, and then we're going to introduce this bronze liner into it, right? So you have lubricity, a bronze factor, and
so
that's how we're going to do that.
These are drilled out then, and then this
basically we're going to ream the guide straight, and then we're gonna put this in there, press it on in there, and then we're gonna take that final measurement and we're gonna hone it, right, with a little honing tool until it's, you know, to tolerance. And there, then we're gonna come through, measure with this little guy, and this thing measures down.
So what is this for measuring? The
yeah,
outer round, or?
No, yeah. So.
Oh, so this is actually like a dial, like a super small dial bore gauge.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking cool, man.
So that's how we're gonna measure.
Is that a Sun tool?
Yeah.
Tools that cost a hashtag tools that cost a fortune.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna do all that, right? Because that centers everything up.
Okay.
The valve job is based off of how centered that valve guide is, right?
Okay.
So
because the tool uses the center of the valve guide then to base out its.
Yes.
It basically kind of isn't it this guy over mirror?
Yes.
And it basically works almost like a lathe, like a on central lathe.
Yeah. Basically, the pilot goes in there. That centers on the guide. And that's how the tool basically goes on there and cuts the valve job. So if this is not right, your valve job's never going to be right. So
right.
A lot of shops don't go in there. They don't do guide correction. They just, you know, kind of just.
They go with God.
Yeah, that's not the right way to do it. So,
right. Absolutely. Cool. So can we see a done one and kind of take a look at what happens?
This one back here was like the one you seen earlier.
Kill mode.
So basically.
Oh yeah, this thing's so sexy, man. Oh, so you can see like
you can see the liner.
Just barely the difference between. Let me zoom in and see if we can catch this. Just hold that. Yeah, so maybe you can see the difference in the color. How the center is a little bit coppery, but the outside's kind of silver. That's pretty cool. And then, like I said, these guys have all been dicommed and then just checked to make sure. And then there's the angles on this guy, right? So you probably, or is it the valves that you put the angles on?
No, it's both.
Okay.
The valve will have angles. The valve job will have at least a matching seat angle. Okay, so we'll come in here and we'll cut like an LS3 head from the GM comes with a 45-degree seat, right? So we'll come in here and, you know, we'll do our own valve job, right? And on this one specifically is a 45 still, at least on the seat, right? So, you know, you have your 45 there, and now we're gonna have our valve. On the valve, I have to have a 45-degree seat in order for that to seal up, right? 45 on 45. Now after that, back cut, stuff like that, those...
Are you gonna deck my heads?
Yes. So,
man, that thing is so nice looking. Look, it's so shiny.
Yeah, we're gonna deck it. We can go look at the
So do you want to tell us about your blower competition shootout thing?
Oh, the one in Louisiana?
Yeah, man. Did you ever get the results on that?
Let's go to the assembly room. I'll show you one.
All right, cool.
Got one in there.
Lots of cool stuff. I need all these tools like in my shop. I need to double the shop size, and then I need all these tools inside my shop, but I don't have room or money. So what do we got going on with blowers?
This is actually an LT5.
Okay, that's a big looking motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Is it bigger than the old CTSVs? Because it looks massive to me.
This is a 2.65 liter, right? So this one.
Yeah, that thing just looks massive compared to like these guys down here, right?
Yeah.
So this is your normal size, and then this is, which is like, God, it's got to be 6 inches wider. Yeah, maybe longer as well.
It's pretty thick.
And Jesus, look at this intake port, right? I mean, this guy. Jeez. Like, I don't know, man. It's quite a difference.
Yeah, so that's the LT5 we just finished up.
Cool, man.
Did the set of heads with it, so it's a head supercharger combination. You know, we're expecting well over 1,000 wheel horsepower, stock bottom end, just from porting the supercharger, porting the cylinder heads, camshaft, pulleys, E85, supporting modifications. Right?
Over 1,000 just on the blower.
Just on the blower only.
Okay.
No nitrous, no anything else.
Right. So as in comparison, like your standard CTSVs, I think they would make like 700-ish, 750-ish on the blower. That would be like their upper ceiling. Yeah, I mean we've seen 800 plus on them, max effort. Right. That's and they respond. Heads. Both of them, I'm guessing, respond really well to nitrous because it super cools it. Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
After I visited Trey and his shop there, Modern Airflow Dynamics, they posted this up on their Instagram, and it basically is a before and after graph of just an LS9 blower porting. So you can see that there's substantial gains both below the curve and peak power. Pretty impressive. This was before head, so this is just basically blower porting only, and it is over 800. It looks like about 8, I'm guessing 815. So that was a pretty good guess on what he can do. It would be probably even a little bit better and a little bit more power under the curve had they been able to do the cylinder head porting. So yeah, these guys are doing great things, and that is why I wanted to shoot a quick video of what they're doing over there.
So I plan on doing a bit of nitrous on the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Maybe just like a 35 shot, see what it does. Trey's one of the few people that have actually ridden in the Phoenix. Is it ridiculous?
Yeah, it's
nice. I mean, it's not super fast.
It's
but
sweet.
It's a surprise, right?
It is so comfortable.
It's a kick in the pants for sure. And that was before I got dynoed. It made 620 on the dyno, and that was only like 12 psi.
Yeah.
I was having back pressure issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to I'm probably gonna go twin turbos, but don't tell YouTube that. No one needs to know that. I should just be satisfied at 600. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then this thing is really neat. This is the new Nick Williams LT 112 millimeter throttle body.
That's
gonna
super
go
nice, man.
That's going to go onto this, because this is a 112 millimeter inlet now, right? It was a 95 millimeter inlet from the factory from GM, how they come out with them.
So you opened it up to
112 millimeters.
112
to match this.
And the
throttle
importance
body.
of this is it's pre-compressor, right? So the easier, I mean, you're at naturally aspirated coming in. Mm-hmm. So the critical part of this, you can compress air all day long if you can feed the air, but that's what you guys are doing, is basically making it so it can actually feed the air to the rotors to compress it.
Yeah.
And make your power, right? And that's why the bigger this and the bigger that. And you just recently did a shootout down in Louisiana, where you did like a blower contest.
Yeah, we did.
How'd you guys make out?
We did a supercharger competition, and basically a couple nights before the competition, we got a phone call from a customer, told us we should enter. You know, we weren't sure about it, and ended up slapping one together, you know, the night before it happened.
So one of the LT5s?
No, the LS2's.
One of the smaller ones.
One of the other ones. There's one in the cleaning right now. That's not.
No, that's fine. And people have seen them.
Yeah. So basically, there's one right here.
You want to show us all your tricks about how you make all that power?
Oh shit, can't do all that. But, shit, we can't do all that. But basically, we went down there. We put one together. A good customer of ours, Adam, right from Monroe, and let us take his supercharger we had here, put it together, took it out there, drove all night, didn't get any sleep. Got there in the morning. You know, there was a couple delays with the car. We ended up going on the dyno that evening.
So that morning you got there with a blower in hand. You got to slap on the car and make operational.
Mm-hmm. Basically went out there, got there, you know, and then it was our turn to basically go up on there. We had the wrong hub on the supercharger.
Right?
Yeah, on the pulley. Basically,
that's this guy right here. So there's a hub that bolts on there because they're all threaded. They can make neat little quick changes is the idea on these guys.
Yeah, so basically we had the wrong hub on them. So had to figure out a way, to get a hub also. So we actually sourced one all the way in Louisiana. A good buddy of mine from Asylum Motorsports, Justin Covington, came through on that, gave him a call. Within 10 minutes he had a hub located on the whole other side of Louisiana from him. For me, like within 10 minutes of where I was. It was pretty cool. They're keeping the pulley the same, supercharger to supercharger, so there was
no difference.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically we got over that hurdle, right? That was the first hurdle. Got over that, put everything together, put it straight on the dyno, and they did two different variations of the test. They did one with a 90 millimeter throttle body, and they did one with a 102 millimeter throttle body. The 90, as soon as we went, we beat everybody by a pretty substantial amount.
Well, what's substantial?
On the 90 competition, I think it was 40-50 wheel torque.
Wow.
Better. Oh man, I can't remember. I had to pull it up.
Is there a YouTube video of it?
Yeah, there's a YouTube video. So the 90 we went, we made more than everybody. Basically, the car had a fuel system, had an auxiliary pump right? So it had the stock fuel pumps and hard auxiliary. Usually that keeps up with the heads supercharger combinations out there, and then we put ours on. We put the 102 millimeter on there, and it made so much power that it strained the fuel system up top, ran lean, and we ran out of fuel. We ran the car out of fuel. Every other combination went on there, had enough injector, had enough fuel pump, and we went out there, maxed it out. I think injector duty cycle was 110%, something like that. It was just bad, and basically what happened was we came up and the power dropped off up top, and you know, I was beating myself up about it, and I was like, what's going on? Got to figure this out. And turns out that it was the fuel system the whole time. So
it's always
I was
the fuel
pretty
system.
proud.
You took like second on that one.
We came 8 horsepower down
From the
on the
peak.
102 for the peak number.
But how was your lower number under the curve?
Under the curve on the 102, we were 60 wheel torque higher.
Wow. So if you just had, god damn it, if you just had enough fucking injector.
Yeah.
Okay, so check out my guy Trey at Modern Airflow Dynamics. I'll link their website, and they do all like if it's airflow, then it's on. That's what they're all about. And they're also, you guys are also picking up on the engine building game, right?
Yes.
That's really the only reason I came today, because I just wanted to see some stuff. But yeah, these guys are coming up. Trey, you are a veteran. So is your partner. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Corey and Wade, yes. So veteran-owned business here in Houston, Texas. I like that, and these guys are working hard, as you would expect, and they're doing big things. And this company is going to be big. So get in now.